And now thoughts are turning to panto season, and Guildford's first adult panto is now selling tickets. Cinders features the antics of the dysfunctional Skid Row family. Let's talk now to the man behind the hugely successful Guildford Fringe, Nick Wishner. Hello, Nick. So the Guildford Fringe, which I'm sure will come back bigger and better next year, but this is the Guildford Fringe Theatre Company that's doing this panto.
Absolutely. So we did the Guildford Fringe Festival in July, which you covered very kindly. Went incredibly well, and I'm planning next year. So we're going to look at around 5 venues next year. But for now, we're working on Cinders, the adult panto, and which is taking place at the Star Inn in the centre of Guildford.
And this is about a dysfunctional family who work very well in a panto environment. Tell us more about how this will work for an adult audience.
Well, it is the story of Cinderella, but for an adult audience. So everything you know about Cinders, apart from Cinderella, is actually being played by a rather sassy young actress called Helen Hart. So she's not your shy and cute and charming character, as you kind of would imagine from a children's pantomime. She is your sassy, sexy Cinderella. So, saying it's an adult pantomime, it's for 18 years plus. It's not a disgusting pantomime, I can assure you. We're still in the heart of Guildford, so we know where we are, and we don't want to change that.
There's an element of refinement amongst it, but it's still not suitable for small children.
It's not suitable at all for children. It's basically the jokes are adult jokes rather than children's jokes. I've been doing pantos and seeing pantos for years, and there's always an underlay of adult jokes, but they're hidden in the text. These ones, we don't have to hide them so much, so it's a good night out.
Not quite so subtle as maybe you might be in a more traditional panto environment. And it's interesting as well, isn't it? Because we all love a panto at Christmas, and sometimes, I suppose, unless you have a small child to go with, you kind of feel that you're missing out on this opportunity. So here's your chance.
Absolutely. I mean, Guildford already has a fantastic pantomime produced by the Ivernano Theatre, and I do not want to come in and even try and compete with that. And Guildford Fringe Theatre Company is about putting different productions on. So Chris Towndrow, who wrote this panto, came to me and said, "Do you fancy this?" And I read through it, and it's exactly what I'm looking for. It is different, it's edgy, it's exciting, it's extremely funny, and it's for adults. So that's why I kind of picked it up.
Yeah, it sounds great. And when's it taking place?
It's running from the 12th, Thursday the 12th, to the Saturday the 21st of December, every evening at 8 p.m, and it's going to be done at the back room of the Star Inn on Quarry Street in Guildford.
So it's quite a nice venue for it as well, quite a nice intimate venue there.
I mean, we've been working there since October, and in the last I think it's about 3 months ago, the venue asked us to take over the management of the back room, so I run the back room now. So it's our home, really. We don't just use that venue, but it is my home. I love the staff there. It's a brilliant place, particularly for an adult panto.
I remember when you came to our studios and you were so enthused with the idea of this Guildford Fringe, and you had big plans, and you eventually want to rival the hugely successful Brighton Fringe. It sounds like you're pretty much on the way there, Nick.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I mean, Brighton Fringe, wow, what a great place. And I mean, the festival and the theatre company are essentially two different companies. So they're very different things. The festival is open access festival for anyone to perform their piece of art, really. And the Guildford Fringe Theatre Company is my baby, and I'm producing the shows myself. So I like to think it's got a certain kind of Guildford Fringe quality to it.
And how nice as well, because we were talking about the fact that sometimes if you live in Guildford, you head off to London to go and see some of the productions. But how nice to be able to, you were mentioning how many talented performers there are in the area, and how nice to give them the opportunities to perform locally.
Absolutely. I mean, the cast is made up of local professionals, and also, I mean, we throw our casting out to all actors. So we've got I'd say about 50-50 generally through our productions from London or other places, and 50% from Guildford. Guildford is just rich with arts, as I said before, and we've got other theatres like Guildford Shakespeare Company, have been going for years. They're fabulous, and the stuff that they produce is superb. Even on a big scale, the Electric Theatre, which does kind of a community theatre. Guildford is a brilliant place. It's a mini London.
Well, I'm so glad that things are going well, and very good to talk to you again, Nick. How do people find out more about this panto?
You can visit guildfordfringe.com, or you can go and book tickets on ticketsource.co.uk/Guildford Fringe, or if you're in Guildford, just pop into the Tourist Information Centre, and the ladies there will help you out.
Nick, thanks for joining us on the programme. All the best of luck with that.
Thanks, Sarah. Speak to you again.
Bye. Nick Wishner there. And, of course, you can go onto the website, find out more details about a unique adult panto coming to Guildford.